I know Bigfoot is real. I've seen him. You think in this vast evergreen forest that something like Bigfoot couldn't exist? Ah, people are so stupid and ignorant. Heaven forbid they try and think outside of their own little self-absorbed worlds. I could never live like anyone else does. Electric cars, GoPros, social media. It's all garbage that rots your brain. I live in the real world, out away from all the crap and all the noise. I've got a small cabin out in the woods, and I've done fine without all that extra stuff. What happens out in the world is of no concern of mine. Go ahead, drop the nukes. It wouldn't change a thing for me. In fact, it would probably make things better. Less sacks of meat running around taking pictures of themselves and trying to get famous on the internet. Ever since I was a boy, my father taught me the value of being able to live off of the grid. I've got a stream and a forest for food and water and wood to keep me warm. Sure, I've got a TV, but it's just to watch old movies with Clint Eastwood or Burt Lancaster in them. Those were the real men. Not like today, and every boy is brought up to be a simpering coward who can't even go a minute without their internet. It makes me sick. I did my best to bring up my own boy in the way that boys used to be raised. Hunting, fishing, and anything that could teach him how to use his hands to survive. No stupid internet to turn his brain into mush. People today are too worried about their feelings. How are your feelings going to put food on the table or a roof over your head? Idiots, all of them. Too bad my son's mother got in the way. She thought he should be focusing on school and sports instead of what I could teach him. Soon enough, we just couldn't make it work together anymore. So now, I only see him every 2 weeks. He isn't interested in learning about surviving in the real world anymore. Now he's got a cell phone and is doing 2 different sports after school. He's going to become just like the other weaklings out there. Take them away from civilization and they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I don't know what to do with him anymore. I came out here to prove something, to myself and to everyone else. There are things in this world that exist outside of their sheltered little lives, and I'm going to prove it. Maybe when I get the evidence, his mother will respect me more. Hell, maybe this whole world will think I might know what I'm talking about out here. Most people would call me nuts. A guy out here away from the city living by himself? Must be crazy, right? They won't think that when I slap a fresh Bigfoot body down at their feet. No, they'll look at me with respect. The kind of respect that a man who survives by his own hard work deserves. I remember this first Bigfoot evidence that came out many years ago. Everyone thought that was the holy grail of Bigfoot proof. Any idiot can fake that stuff. Every moron with some spare time and a video camera thinks that is proof that Bigfoot does exist. I don't care about all that crap. I'm going to bring them the real deal. There's no denying a body. That's what all those others failed at. Instead of spending their time taking pictures when they should have been hunting one down. I know Bigfoot is out here, and I'm going to prove it. Then we'll see who's crazy. The area around here has been a hot spot for sightings. People from all over the world have come here to get their proof, and all of them have failed. Someone's word isn't worth jack without actual proof. I've heard what Bigfoot sounds like, and I've seen their trails. I'm going out tomorrow to find one and kill it. I've got plenty of firepower to do it too. Got a 44 and an 870 loaded with slugs. Those puppies are the size of your thumb and hit like a runaway freight train. Ain't nothing gonna stand up after a few of those. If all else fails, I've got my trusty buck to finish the job. I hope it won't come to that though. I'm sure these creatures are powerful. They've just never come up against somebody like me with this kind of hardware. I can't say I'll enjoy putting one of them down, but in the end it'll all be worth it. A good night's rest and a good breakfast is all I'll need to be ready. When the sun comes up, I'll head out. I'm sure they aren't used to being hunted, and I'll have the advantage. 7 a.m. and it's time to head out. I grab my pistol, my shotgun, and my day pack. Just a short 3-mile hike up the mountain to where I've seen them. I plan to head for this and put a tree stand right in the middle of Bigfootville. I'll wait till dusk, and then hopefully I'll make a name for myself. I can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces when they see what I've brought them. Time to go. Takes about 3 hours for me to get where I'm headed, and now I'm in the tree stand and got everything ready to go. I even bought some expensive night vision binoculars a while back, and I'm excited to try them out in a real hunting situation. I've masked my scent with deer urine as well. Can't afford to take any chances. 8 p.m. and it's starting to get dark. Almost showtime. I shoulder my shotgun just in case one comes early. I'll have to skin the thing right out here. There's no way I could pack one of those beasts back with me. It must weigh 600 or 700 pounds at least. 9 p.m. and it's almost dark. I hear a sound now, coming from behind me in the trees. It's a small snapping of branches, so I get ready. Night vision on, shotgun locked and loaded. It's getting closer. Damn it, it's only a deer. Stupid thing nearly got its head blown off. Back to waiting. 11 p.m. Nothing else so far except that deer. Good thing I brought enough food because I'm starting to get hungry waiting. I've got enough supplies for 2 days just in case. It's only a few hours back when my father taught me to be prepared for anything. I wish Dad could be here to see this. He'd be proud of his son. I'm gonna make him proud tonight. 1 a.m. Still nothing. Start feeling a bit sleepy, so I gulp down some coffee from the thermos I brought. I'm not used to staying up this late. Must be getting old. Wait, there's something out there. Can't see anything through my binoculars, but I can hear it. The sound of wood scraping against wood. Then a howl. Could have been a Bigfoot call. Hard to tell though because it was a ways off. I hear some cracking now as whatever it is gets closer and closer. I can't afford to get excited and shoot early. I don't want to have to chase this thing through the woods all night. No, I'll have to wait until it's right under me. It's just outside my line of sight now. I can see bushes and limbs moving about 100 feet north of me. Come on. It's almost within the same grove of trees where I'm perched now. I start to sweat. Through my night vision, I see it now. Oh my God. It's one of them. It's Bigfoot. I click the safety off of my shotgun now as the animal gets closer. It doesn't look as tall as I imagined, but people always seem to exaggerate things, and I never saw one up this close before either. It's coming right at me. It stops. I don't know if it can hear me or what, but it's looking around now as if it thinks someone is watching it. Almost there. I wait until I can hardly stand it anymore, and the beast is right under the tree I've climbed up. Now! I fire off a single round and the thing grunts and moans as it goes down. I've done it! I'm going to be famous! I'll be in the history books as the first man who ever brought in real proof of a Bigfoot. This will change everything. I sling my shotgun in my pack and I try not to climb down too quickly. Don't want a broken leg out here. When I get where I can jump down, I notice in shock that it's gone. Shortly though, I spot a trail of blood down the trail I came up and I start after it. I didn't want to have to track this thing, but I can't stop now. There's more blood as my UV flashlight lights up the trail like Christmas morning. I can hear it now, pushing through the trees in a clumsy way and moaning horribly. I'll put you out of your misery. More blood now. It's draining fast, and there's no way it can keep going at this rate. Soon enough, I'll catch sight of it. Looks like I caught it in the left shoulder as the arm is hanging limp at its side. Missed a headshot, but I'll take it. I pick up my pace now as the excitement of my coming fame floods my brain. They'll probably name stuff after me. I see it slumped over now just ahead of me as I close in. The creature's face down right in front of me now. I can hear it moaning softly, and it looks like it's barely breathing. I unholster my pistol and stand over the top of it. One more bullet. One more. My name is written in history. I fire. The bullet hits it right in the back of its head, I think. Hard to tell with all that fur. Time to get the skin. I put my pistol away and draw out my hunting knife. Strange, I think I just heard voices somewhere nearby. Couldn't have been. I start to skin the animal just as I hear the noise again. Voices? It's definitely voices. I hear lots of shouting and I see a light now coming down the path. Something's not right. A group of 4 or 5 people come to a shocked stop as I stand up. One of them is holding a video camera and another is holding what looks like to be a microphone on a pole. I reach down now and in horror I start to realize. I grab the back of the head of Bigfoot and the hair pulls away freely. It's